The credit card statement arrived on a day that should have tasted like triumph. I remember the sharp, chemical scent of the new leather sofa, a gift to myself after matching into a prestigious neurosurgery residency. The envelope felt innocuous, just another piece of the adult life I was finally building. I tore it open, my eyes skipping past the numbers to the bottom line. And there it was, $11,287.64. A numb coldness spread from my fingertips to my chest. It wasn't a surprise, not really. I'd known it would be high. But seeing the figure printed so clinically in stark black Times New Roman made the abstract real. This was the cost of the weekend my family had flown in for my medical school graduation. A weekend that had ended with me sobbing in a hospital call room, still in my champagne-stained dress. It had started from a place of love, or perhaps obligation, or more likely, a tangled knot of both. 4 years of medical school in Chicago, funded by loans and a grim determination that felt like a second skeleton. I, Anya Sharma, had left a quiet Ohio suburb for this, trading familiarity for the relentless grind of exams, cadaver labs, and nights so long they blurred into days. My parents, first-generation immigrants who'd built a comfortable life from sheer will, didn't fully understand the hierarchy, the sheer scale of the mountain I was climbing. To them, a doctor was a doctor. To me, every grade, every rotation evaluation, was a slippery rung on a ladder stretching into a fog. "Beta, we must come," Ma had said, her voice crackling over the phone a month before graduation. "Our daughter a doctor. The whole family should be there. Auntie Shabna, Uncle Vijay, even Rohan from Atlanta." Rohan was a cousin I hadn't seen in a decade. A familiar panic, tight and acidic, rose in my throat. I pictured my studio apartment, my budget of frozen burritos and hospital cafeteria coffee. I imagined the cost of flights from 3 different states, hotels in downtown Chicago in May, and meals for 9 people. "Ma, it's a lot. The city is expensive. Maybe just you and Papa." I'd ventured, already knowing the answer. "Nonsense." Papa boomed, grabbing the phone. "This is a celebration for all of us. We have supported you, no? We will manage. Don't worry about money." But I did worry. I worried all the time. Their version of managing meant sacrifices I could see in the wear of their car tires, the way they postponed replacing the furnace. And I was drowning in 6 figures of student debt. Yet, the guilt was a powerful anesthetic. They had given me this chance. Their pride was the currency they traded their own comforts for. How could I deny them this victory lap? So I said yes. And in saying yes, I silently took on the burden. I became the unofficial, unthanked travel agent and financier. I booked the flights, not the cheap red-eye ones because Auntie Shabna had a bad knee and needed legroom. I secured 2 adjoining rooms at a nice hotel near the medical campus, because who wants to stay in a motel for such an occasion? I put down deposits for a graduation dinner at a stylish Italian place I'd never dared enter. I used a new credit card, the one with the high limit I'd gotten for emergencies. This felt like one. They arrived in a chaotic, fragrant wave of suitcases, loud opinions, and overlapping conversations. The hotel lobby seemed to shrink around them. Ma immediately hugged me, her sari palu smelling of sandalwood and home. Papa's eyes were wet. For a moment, the cost didn't matter. This was it, the dream. But the fissures began almost immediately. "Anya, this room is so dark," Auntie Shabna declared, pulling back the curtains to reveal a stunning skyline view. But she ignored it. "And the bathroom floor is cold." My younger brother, Nikhil, who'd come with my parents, was on his phone. "Wi-Fi is slow, dude." Uncle Vijay wanted to know why I hadn't chosen a hotel with a free breakfast buffet. Rohan, fresh off his MBA, asked about the property's appreciation value. We went for lunch. The menu prices caused a collective inhale. $20 for a sandwich, my father muttered, not quietly. "In Ohio, this is a week's groceries." I felt my cheeks burn. I ordered a salad and water, pushing the laminated book away. The conversation, as always, orbited me without really seeing me. "So now the real money starts, yes?" Uncle Vijay asked, dipping naan he'd miraculously produced from his carry-on into his minestrone soup. "Residency is 7 years. The pay is modest," I explained. "But the doctor's salary. I saw on TV that neurosurgeons have big houses and sports cars." "That's after Uncle." A long time after, Ma patted my hand. She is too modest. Our Anya is a star. The graduation ceremony itself was a beautiful, surreal blur. Walking across that stage, hooded in the deep green of medicine, hearing my name echo in the grand hall, I felt a pure, unadulterated joy. For those few hours, I was just Dr. Anya Sharma, not the family's ATM or event planner. I saw them in the crowd, my mom waving wildly, my dad's chest puffed out. Nickel gave me a thumbs up. In that moment, I thought, this is why. This makes it worth it. The illusion shattered at dinner. The restaurant was all soft lighting and murmured conversations. My family's volume dial was permanently set to festival. The waiter, a man with the patience of a saint, explained the tasting menu. It was prix $85 per person. We will not each order this tasting thing, my father announced. We will share. Family style. He began negotiating with the waiter for custom orders, asking if the kitchen could make butter chicken. Papa, it's an Italian restaurant, I whispered, mortified. Tomato sauce, chicken, what is the difference? It is all foreign food. The waiter, flustered, said they could accommodate some dietary restrictions, but not a complete menu overhaul. A tense silence fell. My cousin Rohan took charge. We'll do the tasting menu. It's a celebration. Anya's treat, right? He grinned at me, a wink in his voice. 9 times 85. Plus drinks. Plus tax and tip. The numbers screamed in my head, but 9 pairs of eyes were on me. Expectant, hungry, slightly annoyed. The graduate. The doctor. The host. My mouth was dry. I forced a smile. Of course. The tasting menu for everyone. The wine flowed. Multiple bottles of Barolo, ordered by Rohan and Uncle Vijay, to celebrate. Appetizers were devoured. Entrees criticized. This fish is too raw. Desserts exclaimed over. The bill came in a leather folio. Rohan, with a flourish, placed it directly in front of me. For the lady of the hour. I opened it. The total, with the automatic gratuity for large parties, was just over $2,000. The room tilted slightly. I slid my credit card into the fold without a word. The congratulations felt hollow now, clinking against the glass of my empty bank account. The next day was for sightseeing. I had planned a morning at the Art Institute, thinking culture was a safe bet. I was wrong. All these paintings just sitting here. Auntie Shabna sighed after 10 minutes. I have a pain in my back. These floors are too hard. The gift shop is overpriced, Nickel concluded. We left. Then it was shopping on Michigan Avenue. My family marveled at the stores but bought nothing except bottles of water from a street vendor, complaining about the price. I was a ghost trailing them, calculating the meter still running on the 2 Ubers we needed to ferry everyone. Lunch was another ordeal of finding a place cheap enough for them, yet nice enough for the occasion. We ended up at a crowded pub where the service was slow, and the burgers were deemed too greasy. The bill was split with excruciating slowness, everyone scrutinizing who had extra guacamole. My portion for my burger and a Coke was $18. I paid again. The final blow came at the hotel as they were packing. My mother took me aside, her face soft with concern. Beta, you look tired. So thin. All this studying and now this big party you threw. You must be careful with your money. She pressed a folded $100 bill into my hand. Here. For yourself. You spent so much on us. The gesture was kind. It was maternal. It was also a drop of water on a forest fire. That $100 was a fraction of the tip on last night's dinner. It was a symbol of the vast, uncrossable canyon of understanding between us. They saw me as their prosperous daughter finally arrived. I saw myself as bankrupt, hollowed out by the very event meant to fill me up. I took the money, my throat closed shut. Thanks, Ma. At the airport departure curb, the hugs were tearful. We are so proud, my dad said, his voice thick. Our doctor. They disappeared into the terminal, a whirl of suitcases and waves. I drove back to my empty studio. The silence was a physical presence. I changed into scrubs, my shift in the neuro ICU starting in an hour. In the stark, fluorescent light of the hospital call room, still smelling of the celebratory champagne from a quick toast with friends earlier, the dam broke. The weight of the $11,000, the exhaustion of the performance, the loneliness of carrying a dream that felt more like a burden. It all crashed over me. I cried, shoulders shaking, muffling the sound in a stiff pillow. I had climbed the mountain, planted my flag, and was now buried in an avalanche of debt and expectations. The credit card statement in my hand now was just a paper confirmation of what I already knew. But as I sat there on my new sofa, in my quiet, lonely apartment, a strange clarity emerged from the numbness. That weekend was my final lesson, a clinical rotation in emotional finance. I had bought their presence, their pride, their approval on credit. And like all high-interest debt, the cost had compounded in hidden ways, in resentment, in exhaustion, in the silent erosion of my own joy. I paid the statement in full that day, transferring money from my already anemic savings. It hurt, felt like amputating a limb, but it was also the first truly autonomous decision I'd made in this entire saga. I wasn't waiting for a thank you that would never come. I was closing the account on that particular transaction. The journey to becoming a doctor had taught me anatomy, pharmacology, and pathophysiology, but my family's visit taught me a more brutal personal science: the physiology of boundaries, the pathology of guilt, and the hard, clear treatment plan required to survive it. I loved them. Their joy was genuine, but I could no longer afford to subsidize it with my future. My residency would be its own marathon of sleepless nights and impossible decisions. I needed to learn to say no, not with resentment, but with the same clinical calm with which I'd one day hold a scalpel. It was perhaps the most important procedure I would ever master. Hey everyone, that was The Price of Pride. If Anya's story resonated with you, if you've ever felt the weight of family expectations or financially drowned in a moment that was supposed to be your triumph, you're not alone. The clash between cultural obligation and personal financial survival is real, and so tough. Let us know in the comments below. Have you ever had to financially overspend to meet family expectations? How did you handle it? What's your advice for setting those tough boundaries? If you're new here, welcome to Real Lives Unfiltered. We dive deep into the true, messy, complicated stories you won't find anywhere else. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a story. We post new raw narratives every week. Remember, your journey is your own. Don't let anyone else bankrupt it, financially or emotionally. Until next time, take care of yourselves. You deserve it.